Oh, what's up, demons and demonettes? 'Tis I, Atraxi, Demon Queen, and it is finally here. The Arcane Labs Event has arrived, and today we're going to cover it. But before we get into all of it, as always, toss a like and subscribe down below. So the event, alrighty, it is here. If you want to check out the roster that I'm using, feel free to check out my previous video where I kind of cover out some of the strategies that I'm using to get through the lab pretty quick and get the rewards really fast. And I mean, it's going to be really fast. So let's go into the event here. So we get a countdown. It lasts a week. So you have the countdown here. You can click on the information here. It'll give you the rules. So some key things we're going to look at are deploying featured hero increases your earn by 50%. And then the higher difficulty floor you do, the more points you're going to get. So you want to do higher. Alright, so let's get into the heroes next. So you can see the featured heroes, right? They have this little up arrow next to them. And what does that mean? It means they have a buff effect. So in Cecia's case, she gets an extra copy of her ad for her ult. Odie, he targets everybody in range with his ult. And then Muriel's fire bounces back and forth. Now, I did throw Cecia into one of the flex spots on my roster for the bonus. So that's the only really reason we're using her. We're not particularly using her for anything else in the event. So let's go to the points and the rewards. So the points are very easy to get, as you can see as you saw from previously. On floor 15, you get the 2,500 for completing the run. And you get the bonus, so you can easily get up to like here on your first run. I don't know if you get an active bonus from going to the upper floors, but I got a really nice bonus on my first run, and it got me to like right here. So so you can complete it probably in 2 to maybe 3 runs, depending on how you do. If you bail early on a run, you're still gonna get points, which is nice. So we did enjoy that. But let's cover the rewards next, because I'm a little disappointed, and I'm going to go over who I think this is really geared towards. So this is not geared towards your whales, right? Because, I mean, we get the invites. That's nice. We get 15 of the all-hero recruits. But we get this dust. This is the preseason dust, which at this point we don't really need. We're just building excess synergy levels at this point. So this is not really somebody from an early server. And then you get a slew of blues, and at this point, you know, I've got an excess of blues. So, from my whale account, which I've had a little bit longer, since about 10 days after launch, this is not that great of an event. I'll take free invites anytime. I mean, we can save them for when we move other heroes over and start pulling again for some of the new heroes to build Paragon levels and the like. Like the blues, this is useless to me on my whale account, because again, I got like 1,300 of these things just in there in my inventory doing nothing, and then the dust is useless. Now, if you started a newer account and you're in the preseason, but you've already been playing for a little bit, maybe a few weeks at this time, you roll before the globals dropped, you may need a little bit of this dust. This is going to get you maybe a couple of your synergy levels. Maybe if you're still having a dust shortage, it's going to help you out. So it's for that. Again, the invites are always nice. I'll always take those. And blues, even from a light spend perspective, I don't really need a slew of these. So again, this is a little bit disappointing. Now, who do I think it's really for? I really think this event is more for the global launch and the new Asia servers, right? Where if you're like free to play or you're just starting out, you're gonna need that dust. You want those invites. You need those blues. You need a slew of blues at the beginning of the game, right? Because there's kind of like that curve of where you need like a ton of blues early on, and then all of a sudden like you don't need them, and then you just need a ton of yellows, and you're kind of stuck for yellows because there's no really good way to get them, and it just costs so many to go from 10 to 15 for the yellows that it's like you're never gonna have enough yellows. So it's good for newer accounts, especially if you're like on the free-to-play side. Even if you're on like a newer preseason server that's kind of in between, we'll say, when the season started and when the global launch happened, kind of like my Lightspin account. This isn't that bad of an event for you. I did manage to get like a synergy level off of it, so it's not the end of the world. And like I said, the blues are nice. What I would have liked to see, I thought these rewards even still are a little bit lackluster. I would have liked to seen some yellows mixed in here. I think maybe towards the end, if we got yellows, that would be nice. Seeing as the event only takes a week to do, I'm hoping we get it on a rotation very similar to Astral Fair, or Guild Supremacy, or Battle Drills, where we kind of get it every other, maybe we get it every other week or so. I think that would be fine. I just think they need to do something better for the dust here. This doesn't really help seasonal servers, so that's, like I said, a big disappointment. Even if it was like seasonal dust for the seasonal servers, that would have been better, because preseason dust just doesn't help, right? Because I'm at that point where I'm kind of dust locked on the seasonal side. So yeah, the rewards are definitely lackluster and disappointing overall. I mean, something is better than nothing. And again, it's a quick event. It takes you maybe 2 to 3 runs if you're doing floor 15. If you're doing one of the lesser floors, obviously it's going to take a little bit longer. If you can try to slot in these heroes for your maximum bonus. And that's going to be it for today. Again, if you have questions on the roster that I'm using, check out that video. And as always, if you have any other comments or questions, toss them down below, and I will see you later.